So I'm back with another story for you guys today, and it's another weed story. Which I know I said I wasn't gonna try to base my channel around this, but this one is pretty funny, so I thought you guys enjoy. If I sound kind of weird today, it's because I'm sick. I feel like someone just straight took a nozzle of maple syrup, shoved it up my nose. So it starts off. Me and two of my friends wanted to smoke some weed. My friend just bought an ounce, but we weren't gonna smoke too much of it because he's trying to sell most of it and make his money back. So we basically abandoned the term "don't get high off your own supply," but it was his weed, and he offered to smoke us out, so I wasn't gonna decline. My friend ended up rolling 2 joints, which isn't a lot of weed, but at the time, like I had just really started smoking a lot, and I figured I could handle two. So we go to this park, which automatically big mistake. If you're gonna smoke, go somewhere where people can't see you. A park is not the good spot to do it. I sound fucking retarded. No, but really, if you're gonna smoke, do it somewhere secluded where people won't be able to see you. But we took this chance because it was getting pretty late. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and it was a weekend, so curfew wasn't really later till about 11 o'clock. So we drop our bikes off at this gazebo and just start smoking right away. Like no regard for anybody. We just openly smoking. Cars are driving by, which someone probably called the fucking cops on us, and you'll hear why in a minute. We finished the first one, and I was getting kind of sketched out. I was kind of feeling it now, but since we were going to smoke the second one, I said, hey, why don't we just go in that bathroom over there? Because there's a bathroom at the park. Most parks usually have a bathroom because people usually have to go to the bathroom at parks. They're not going to go all the way home just to take a piss. And as we're walking to that bathroom, which isn't even far, it's like a 5-second walk away, we see my friend's sister pull up with her littler friend, and they wanted to smoke too. So we go in the bathroom, shut the door, and we smoke the second joint. Now, my other friend that didn't have the weed, this was like his third time smoking with me, so he was pretty fucking baked. It was hilarious. Like, you'll see in a minute. So we finished the second one, and this is where it gets stupid. My dumbass decided to like kick the door in the stall and try to break it, and it was loud. Like I was kicking this thing hard, but we did this for like 5 minutes, and it was just a bad idea because it draws attention, and that's not something you want to do when you're doing illegal drugs at a young age. So I stopped kicking the door and everything, and we decided we were going to roll up one more joint and then leave. So we go outside. I'm throwing rocks at this pole, and I see a fucking cop car pull up, and I'm like, oh, fuck. They pull up in the grass next to us, and they're like, yeah, we have a noise complaint. Sounded like someone was trying to break some stuff in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, no, we were just throwing some rocks at this pole. Because at the time, I was throwing rocks at the pole. Now, it's starting to get pretty late, and it was nearing curfew. So these cops were kind of on our case for that, and they have a noise complaint because somebody's fucking called the cops because they just can't let some kids have some fun. So this cop's just asking us the basic questions like, what's our name? How old are we? Where do we live? What's our phone number? And then a second squad car pulls up, and I was starting to freak out a little bit because my friend had an ounce of weed on him, and I don't know what the laws in some other states are, but if you have an ounce, that's intent to sell, and that's a big charge. Like, you can go to juvie for that. But while all this is going on, my friend that had the ounce was still in the bathroom rolling a joint. So he doesn't understand what's going on, and like I couldn't text him because the cops obviously talking to us. I wasn't gonna pull out my phone and be like, "Hey, there's a cop out here." He's gonna be like, "Who are you texting?" But luckily, my friend's little sister knows the cop. Like they're friends with their family, so she starts talking to him, and kind of gets us out of it a little bit. And they're just like, they end up saying, "Oh, just go home. It's nearing curfew. It's gonna rain pretty soon. We don't want to get you guys in any more trouble." So we're all just like, thank you, officer. We'll leave now, and we go walking back to our bikes, and I see the cop walking towards the bathroom. I'm like, oh no, this is it. Like we're all gonna get caught. We're all gonna get charged. And you know what he does? He shuts and locks the door. Doesn't even go in. This was like a wave of relief just flew throughout my body. But at the time, my friend that was really, really high, who hadn't really been smoking that much, didn't know what was going on because he dipped, and like he's riding on his bike and he just disappears, and I don't know where he went. So My one friend that's still in the bathroom, I took off with my bike, looped around, and made sure that like he was okay, because I wasn't gonna just dip on him if he was gonna get caught. Like that's kind of a shitty thing to do. So I loop around, and he left his bike at the gazebo, and I go to check to see if his stuff is still there, and it's not. Like it's gone. So that's how I knew like he got away, because if his stuff still would have been there, the cops would have picked him up. So now I have to go look for my other friend, and I'm just doing the mad dash trying to find him, looking around all the streets, and I look for about 15 minutes and I just can't find him. So I'm thinking he probably went back to my house. No, he didn't. I get back to my house, and my one friend that had all the weed on him is just sitting in my chair playing Fortnite. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And he explained everything to me, how like he's sitting in the stall, had his feet up, like made sure they couldn't see him, and they just locked the door, and he ended up just opening it and leaving. So finally, after trying to call my friend like 3 or 4 times, he doesn't answer. It's been probably 20 minutes at this point. He just walks through my door, and I was just like, where did you go? What happened? And he ended up just going down in this creek bed and hiding for a while. And then he got lost trying to find my house because he was just so extremely high, he didn't know what was going on. I guess the moral of the story is don't be dumb like me. Don't walk around town smoking weed openly, and don't bring yourself a scene when you're doing it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.